This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, September the 6th, middle of Labor Day weekend. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. There's a look at the surface map for today, and we are dealing primarily with high pressure over the eastern half of the country. And actually, the high pressure area is developing kind of a weak wedge or cold air damming over North Georgia around the southern end of the Appalachians. In the upper atmosphere, we have a bit of a pesky low over the southeastern U.S. It's kind of a broad low, and it is generally drifting or meandering a little to the west-southwest. It did help to produce a few more showers yesterday, and I think it's going to continue to help produce some showers. And we also have a bit of a trough coming into the northwest United States that will be bringing a front down our way later on in the week. The surface features across the southeastern U.S., we feature temperatures generally in the lower 70s. Once again, we have areas in northeast Alabama in the mid and upper 60s, so they're a little bit cooler, but a little bit of fog out there too, but not too much fog, except maybe around the water areas like rivers, creeks, and lakes where the roads come by those. Radar is clear this morning. And on the QPF chart, the quantitative precipitation forecast, it looks like we're going to see showers. And not everybody will get this, half to 3/4 of an inch of rain that is progged. It's going to come in showers, so few of us will get it. Yesterday, I got a cool down, but I didn't get any rain whatsoever. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk for severe weather across parts of Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, the western Great Lakes region, and thunderstorms over the southeastern U.S. On day 2, they drop it back to a marginal risk over parts of Missouri, Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas, and then it stays pretty much in that area on day 3. And the tropics got rather active yesterday. Fred has gone back to a tropical depression. Fred can't make up his mind what he wants to do. Grace, on the other hand, has formed as a tropical depression yesterday and was quickly upgraded to a tropical storm. But I'm afraid the environment over there is not too good. There's the future course projection for Grace. And the NHC is actually forecasting a little bit to the south side of the envelope of all of the different computer models. So Grace could become a threat to the northern Leeward Islands in about 4 or 5 days. The thing is that the environment is not too good for a tropical storm, so it looks like Grace is going to remain a tropical storm and not intensify into a hurricane, at least for the next 5 days or so. All right, let's take a look at modeling this morning, and models doing pretty much what we saw yesterday. Maybe a little bit of a small change as we head to the latter part of the week, but not enough to really notice. There's the high-pressure system over and just off the coast of New England, making its influence felt down across the southeastern U.S. We have a low up in Canada, and the low associated with that upper low that is in the western and central parts of Canada with a trough down into the northern Rockies, and that's the trough that should be phasing up with our weak 500 millibar low, and that 500 millibar low once again over the northern Gulf is helping to create some showers, especially offshore, but we'll still see scattered showers even across the southeastern U.S. Tuesday, we see this little weak low migrating further to the west and southwest, and it's over primarily the northwestern Gulf of Mexico. In the meantime, the trough is coming across the U.S., the northern tier of the country, and that should be helping to phase up here pretty soon. In the meantime, though, we see that we have a surface low in Canada and a bit of a front beginning to develop down across the Central Plains states. Wednesday at midweek, our little weak low in the upper atmosphere is phasing up with the trough that is moving by. So hopefully that means that it will get out of here eventually. And on Wednesday, we can see that the front is more identifiable across the central U.S., stretching down across the area from Chicago down into West Texas. Thursday, the upper trough does dig in somewhat. So it's going to spend a little bit of time across the eastern half of the country towards the latter part of the week as it digs in, and that should bring the front down into the Mid-South area. You can see the front trailing from western New York down across the Ohio River Valley and the middle Mississippi River Valley into East Texas. Then on Friday, the trough begins to show signs of coming by us. Now, the MOS guidance numbers don't show any real drop in dew points until Sunday, but it looks like we might see the front come by on Friday. On Friday. So that is bringing the front down into the area. So I'm kind of hedging my bets here and say a Friday, Saturday time frame for the arrival of the front. And then the trough begins to go by on Saturday, and that should usher the front on by. And certainly we see it down along the Gulf Coast and over in the Southeast Coast. So that paves the way for a relatively nice Sunday, not terribly cold, but at least a little bit drier with lower dew points. And we see that there's not much chance for any precipitation on Sunday. Now, looking out into voodoo country, it looks like the GFS is keeping things pretty active. We continue to see a series of these troughs moving through the flow. We see a nice closed low with a good trough on the 17th, and that trough dragging a front down through the central part of the United States and probably into the southeastern U.S. And then by the time we get out to the end of the period, 372 hours or the 21st of September, we see that there's a good fast flow up along the Great Lakes, but we also have a nice shortwave trough moving through the southwestern U.S. or moving out of the southwestern U.S. and across Texas. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this morning. James Spann should be back with the next edition on Monday. I think he'll probably be on one a day because it's a holiday weekend. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog and check back often for updates on Alabama's weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day. Godspeed.